Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Ali Akbar and we are Group 9 and today we are here to present our presentation which is about smart lightings for smart cities. By author, his names is Vijay Brave. So we have select an article from those peers who can review the literatures. The title of the article is Smart Lightings for Smart Cities. So before I get to start, I never start anything when I first of all introduce my great partners, which they are Abdelaziz Al Mikhial, Hamdan Al Jbiri, and last but not least, Naif Al Murgan. So in this presentation, we're going to talk about the outlines. We have abstract, keywords, introductions, smart street lighting systems, and under its features of a smart street lighting system and the others. We have a smart indoor lighting system. We're going to talk about it in the presentations and the advantages of a smart lightings. And last but not least, the conclusion. So the abstract. And the start of the presentation, first of all, I will give you a brief introductions about smart lighting systems for controlling smart cities. The purpose of the article is to present the idea control of lighting system in a smart manner with least humans inferences. Smart lighting system is an advanced way to light your home. Smart LED bulbs contain softwares that connect to an app. Smart homes assistant or other smart accessories so you can automate your lights or control them remotely, eliminating the need for traditional wall switches, smart lighting system compares of the main servers, local controllers, and LED lighting fixtures. For indoors lighting system, for the case of main servers within the premises, the communications between the component of the smart lighting system is either hardware or through RF communications. Different types of sensors are provided like photo sensors, motion sensors, and critical timers. Based on the inputs of the sensors, the lightings is either switch on, off, or dimming. The dimming actions is by controlling the input voltage to the fixtures or drivers. The control can be either individual or in a group. So we have a keywords in the presentations. We focus on the smarts, control, sensor, a driver, and the timer. So let's talk about the introductions. So let's talk about the introductions. So in this, a smart activity can be defined as doing things in the most efficient and energy efficient manner, which is fit for the intended purpose. While it is imperative to select the lamps source which gives the best luminous efficiency, it is all the more important how efficiently we use it. The write-up below covers the different types of controls of smart lightings for outdoors and indoors areas, giving the pros and cons in each case. So let's talk about the smart street lighting systems. So the smart street lighting system has the following features: reliable communication networks, either hardwares or either RF GMS, individuals group street light control and monitoring, subscription for remote configurations, tracking for web inferences, fault detections to identify system faults easily through user-friendly inference. Second would be a communication method with the password protections, emergency override, faculty, locality, and remotely can be provided to the authorized users. Demanding functionality, demanding as per different types of control can be provided. System integrations with the other software's applications possible. So, features of the smart street systems. The smart street system has the following features: reliable communication networks, either hardware through RF systems, individual group streets lighting control and monitoring, suitable for remote controlling tracking from web interface, fault detectors to identify the system fault easy through users friendly inference. Second web communications method with password protections, emergency override faculties, localities, and remotely. So method and control of the street lighting systems. And the all methods, service communication with the local control models through GMS communications. The methods of control of a smart street lighting system are follows: voltage control methods, power and communication system, RF communication systems, and only GM based communication. So in this slide, we're going to talk about, we'll present about the main methods of the smart streets lighting systems and all methods servers communication with the local control model through GMS communication. The methods of the control of a smart street lighting system are as the follow. For the voltage control methods, there is no communication between local control model and the street light pole. The limitators are controlled by variation of voltage from the local control middle. Individual VCSEL will have a dimming driver compatible for voltage control method. One stretch of linear powered up by same power cable can be controlled at the time. Figure 1 below gives us vertical representations of dimming due the voltage control. Power line communication system, there's a power line communication between local control model and street light pole. Each fixture will have a unique ID. Fixtures at particular location at a different location can be clubbed in a group, and the operation philosophy can be programmed in the servers and can be controlled through softwares. Power the communication model is required to at-bat local control model and fixture, and each fixture will have a demand driver. Figure 2 below gives the vertical represents of the data transfer power line. So the RF communications, radio frequency RF signals refers to a wireless electromagnetic signal used as a form of communication. If one in discussing wireless electronics, radio waves as a form of electromagnetics radiation with the identification radio frequency that range from 3 kHz hertz to 300 GHz. Only GMS-based communication. GMS global system for mobile communication is a digital mobile network that is widely used by mobile phone users in Europe and other parts in the world. And now I will let my friends to commit the other parts.
So in this slide, we have different pictures of how these above methods are implemented in a real scenario. 3 types of methods are shown. So we have dimming by voltage control and data transfer via power line and dimming by RF communication. Next slide. So the major components of smart street lighting system are as follows. This will be either a central server as a local server of the client or a cloud-based server. Server will be able to communicate to all the local area controllers and nodes, which in turn will communicate to the individual lighting fixtures. It shall have firewall protection for the security of the data. And 2, for the router, this provides the link between the wireless network and cloud. And we have local area control and node. It's possible to have individual or group control of fixtures through the controller and node. On or off or dimming options are possible. There are 2 types of controllers via DALI and non-DALI. So number 4, we have light luminaire. The luminaires will have a suitable driver based on the dimming technology selected. Next. This diagram illustrates the components of smart street lighting system. The different components are gateway, wireless sensor, Ethernet 3G or 4G mobile. Devices are monitoring devices. Next. In this slide, we will explain next. Slide number 13. In this slide, we will explain the following are the control technique. The control of the street light can either be on or off control or can be dimming control. These controls can be done either based on the sensor or based on the time. All these controls can be done individually or in a group based on the type of system used. So we have number A, controlled by astronomical timer, and B, controlled by photical. Controlled by dimmer, controlled by motion sensor, and finally specific area group control. Next. The figure represents how control technique is implemented. For the next slide, I will hand it to my friend Abdulaziz.
So in this slide, we give a concept of smart pole. The smart pole made possible to consider add-on feature while implementing smart street lighting system. The feature of a smart pole are previous for sensor like noise and air pollution, video monitoring, information display, charging point, wireless network, emergency call. Next slide. In this, we explain about how a smart indoor lighting system works. Smart indoor lighting is an advanced way to light your home. Smart LED bulbs contain software that connects to an app, smart home assistant, or other smart accessories so you can automate your light or control them remotely, eliminating the need for traditional wall switch. The feature of a smart indoor lighting are similar to those mentioned earlier for smart street lighting. Next slide. This slide represents the classification of a smart indoor lighting system. The smart indoor lighting system is classified based on communication method used to communicate within in the system. The classification is as known hardwired communication or remote communication. Next slide. In this slide, we present about how system architecture for hardware system works. Second diagram represent how system architecture for wireless system should works. Next slide. The major concepts of a smart lighting system are as follows: central server, router, local area control node, lighting, luminaire. And next, my teammate gonna continue.
Next slide. Slide number, yeah. In this slide, we will tell you about the types of control dimming technique and connects of smart lighting system in a smart home. The control of the indoor lighting can either be on or off control or can be dimming control. Dimming control is possible through analog dimming or digital serial interface or digital addressable lighting and interface daily. Dimming is achieved by controlling the control input to the driver. This control can be done either based on the sensor input or based on the time. Analog dimming controller, daily dimming controller. Next slide, please. Advance of smart lighting. Daylight having system. Daylight having involves a learning control enter of natural light in indoor area and strength imbalance between natural and artificial lighting to get maximum benefits. This can have a significant impact on the average cost. Since daylight is available and average equipment, it becomes a challenge to design a building which optimizes the interest of the light at back hours and still meets the requirements of interest when this light is minimal. It is also necessary to address this issue of grain and otherwise. All these need type taken care of by considering coverage of futures. Next slide, please. And this figure, this present you about how this system works. And Alice will continue on the next slide.
So now we're going to talk about the advantages of a smart lightings are the follow. It's energy saving, reduced maintenance costs, burning hour optimizations, high uptime and immediate fault locations, load balancing and load shedding, provide users an interface that makes the users to find the information they need quickly and easily, visual graphical environment to track failures, check system health and collect, organize and store data. And we have when a fault is detected, an alarm is immediately sent to the web platform. If necessary, the alarm can be distributed to relevant people via email or SMS. 9, last but not least, generation of automatic statistics for historics data analysis. So in conclusion, considering the advantages mentioned above, like energy saving and energy savings and use of O and M data. So by concluding the presentation by saying smart lighting is an advanced way to light your home. Smart LED bulb contains softwares that connect into an app. smart home assistants or other smart accessories so you can automate your lights or control them remotely, eliminating the needs for duration well switches. Considering the advantages mentioned above, the like energy saving, ease of O&M data analysis faculties, and a smart lighting system can be considered for a smart city project. Since wide variety of options are available, the cost economic share will be worked out on a case to case basis depending upon users' specific requirements. Thank you very much for your listening.